Today I'm going to talk about I don't like to read the news. I think, wait a second, I'm moving my camera. Yes, it's better like that. I think that this song is so of now. I mean, for the lyrics, I don't like to read the news. That is valid for me. I don't like to read the news. And I think that more the time is passing, more such an idea is true. So let's talk about this song. This song is very particular. I love it. I really love it. It's not one of the most famous on the album, certainly not. I would put this song in the same family as After the Flood on Laughingstock. It's a song which hypnotized me. What I mean is that when I start listening to it, I can't stop. And I need more, and I need more, and I need more, and I play it again and again and again, and I can't stop. And it's like I'm completely taken in the action of the song. So the action, why? Because not only the music is wonderful, I love it, but the lyrics have a lot of importance in this song. It's like a story. You are listening to a story. Mark Hollis is telling you a story, and you can see the images just in front of you, like if it was a film. I see a film, but in the same time, I don't know why, I see it like if it was a comics book, like if it was drawn with words, and we can see the action. And actually this song is about guilt, about being traumatized by something. And the first time I listened to this song, no, it was on the album, but the second time I listened to this song, it was on the Florence Concert in 1982? No, 1984. 1984, yes. I will check and I will write it on the screen. Exactly. Anyway, I will write the link to the video in the description box. I recommend that you go and check the song sung in live, because I prefer the live version from the original on the album. I love the album, not a problem, but in live, wow, much more dynamic, much more strength. The song is really alive on the live. It's obvious, but no, really, really, I think that the song finds its strength really in live. So I recommend that you listen to it in live, and then if you like it, you can buy the album, or you don't buy the album, whatever. But it's really a very good song, an excellent song. So many images. If I could do the painting right now, I will do it right away. I don't even have to think 2 minutes. The images are there. I see them in front of me. It's like if Mark Hollis had drawn the song for me. Not for me, for us. But I mean, not everybody wants to paint or to draw on Mark Hollis' song, but I'm doing it. So if I have to do it, I don't even need to think what I'm going to put on the canvas, because he did it for me. It's incredible. He managed to compose a song that we can't stop to listen to, which is addictive, and which gives so many images that we don't even need to imagine images on the song. The images come with the song. I will give you the proof. You must listen to it. The lyrics are crazy, and I will do my comments little by little, if you don't mind. Okay, so let's play this. So you hear there is kind of a gimmick, and that is this thing which takes you in the action right away, and it gives kind of a strange feeling from the beginning to the end. You will see. I'm picking up again. Well, it got too much after the accident. Could feel no worse. So I'm picking up again. Well, it got too much after the accident. Could feel no worse. Something happened. Something happened just in front of him. And you will see. I'm not going to say everything from the beginning. You will see. I turned around and saw him hit the ground. So you know that someone fell on the ground from somewhere, and he turned around and he saw someone fall on the ground just in front of him. That's terrible already. A little earlier it was a game. I guess the barrier must have dropped it away. So I turned around and saw him hit the ground. A little earlier it was a game, so obviously they were doing a game. It was something which was supposed to be fun. I guess the barrier, so he doesn't know really what happened, because probably he was not facing the situation when it happened, but he turned around and the guy fell. So it means that he doesn't know exactly what happened, but he supposes that the barrier must have dropped away. So it was probably someone who was on a roof or on a higher place and who was playing, and he probably fell on the barrier, and the barrier was not sturdy enough and the person fell. Actually, it reminds me a place where I went when I was in Berkeley, and the house was made by such a way that there was kind of a balcony with the stairs going to the yard, and the woman who was living there, who was a teacher of my son actually, told me, don't go against the barrier because it's not solid enough, it's not sturdy enough, you could fall. That's exactly what could have happened to me if she hadn't told me that. You imagine? Well, okay. So this part, that is the thing which is hypnotizing, hypnotic. I don't know how we say hypnotizing, hypnotic. It is something, when I hear that, I can't stop listening to it. It's like, ooh, you know, in front of my eyes, I'm like, ooh, I can't stop. I don't know how he does that. There is something, I don't know how he does that. He actually, you know, Mark Hollis should work for, there are doctors who hypnotize their patients to cure them. They could use Mark Hollis music, it works, I can tell you. Okay, I continue. I don't like to read the news. You know anything I'm going through. So I don't like to read the news. You know anything I'm going through. So obviously he has been traumatized by what he saw. You know, it's the same thing as when you are witnessing a car accident, or you see someone jumping from a bridge and you can't do anything for the person. It's very traumatizing. It's very shaking, you know. It's something that you can't forget because you have this image in front of you all the time. He explains so well. It's like if he lived this situation. I'm wondering because it seems like it's something that the person who wrote that knows exactly what he's talking about. But I can't talk for him. It's just my idea, you know. I don't know. I don't like to read the news. You know everything I'm going through, and shake us. So, and shake us, we understand what it means. Second part. You see my photograph, it was on page 10. I love that. Did you see my photograph? It was on page 10. It's so precise. It's like, you know, these lyrics are like a conversation, like if he was telling you a story. It's not lyrics like to be beautiful or to be romantic and to sound good, you know, or to make you feel like, I don't know, in love, or I don't know. It's He's telling you a story like if he was at a bar in the neighborhood and he's meeting you and you ask him how are you and he said oh, and he's telling that it's a true conversation. It's so natural, it's so real that we could really think that it's true what he's saying. We believe him. It's amazing. um, in the same kind, I listened to lately to a song by Jodassin, who used to be a French singer, but actually he was not completely French because he was half American, half French. And I was listening to a song that I heard when I was a child, when he was talking about La Garonne, which is a river in France, but a river which is very dangerous because if you fall in it, there are a lot of, how we say that, streams. You know, the water takes you away very easily, and usually people don't manage to swim in the Garonne. And actually the name of the song was not La Garonne, it was Marie-Jeanne or something like that, the name of a girl, the first name. But now when I think that it's Marie-Jeanne, maybe he was talking about marijuana. Well, I don't know. Anyway, the lyrics are exactly like that. It's a story about a suicide, someone who committed a suicide, and the Jodassin tells the story like if he was telling the story to you, talking about things like my father had a cold and he died and my mother is not feeling well and I'm going to buy her medicine, or things like that, you know, very like in a true conversation. And here it's exactly that. The only difference, I would say, that it's beautifully written. It's really it's natural. It's like in a conversation, but it's not trivial. I mean, it's not little, it's huge. It's really huge. He's saying things very simple with real words, but in the same time, he's telling you something huge. I suppose that's what we call talent. You know, he has some talent not only to write music, but also to write lyrics. It's amazing. Okay, I continue. I don't know where I was. Yeah, page 10. You see my photograph, it was on page 10. I swore to everyone I'm to blame. So here comes the guilt. He was there, he saw the scene, he missed a party, he's not sure exactly what happened, it's not his fault, but he's feeling guilty. So he's traumatized not only because he witnessed the situation, but also because he has the feeling that he could have done something and he didn't know what to do. In the situation it was not possible, and he feels guilty. And that is something which happens very often when you are in such a situation. You have this feeling of guilt which is killing you, and that's why I have the feeling that he lived something like that, because you can't invent that. You have to live it to feel it, or someone told him the story and he wrote lyrics about it. But you will see what is coming next. A little earlier it was a game. I'm so disposable, you can throw me away. I'm so disposable, you can throw me away. Wow, wow. I don't like to read the news. Do you know anything I'm going through? And she goes. You hear the sound of the keyboard? Oh, so you see here, it's like twice. It's a second time. During the concert, they did it 3 times. And I think it's a good idea to do it 3 times, because it gives the feeling of something which is not symmetrical, which is a little bancal. I don't know how we say that in English. I will write it on the screen. I'm sorry, I'm very tired tonight. And it fits well with the song. So that's why I invite you to watch the live, because it adds something. What a fool I've been. Didn't get to him in time. He couldn't do a thing. What's been happening? It's so hard to sleep at night. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so hard to sleep at night. To sleep at night. Okay. The note where I go at the end, that is something that I hear. It's not on the song, and it's certainly not on the concert where they went to another direction than what I'm doing. So I start again with the lyrics. What a fool I've been. Didn't get to him in time. So obviously he could maybe have caught him to prevent him from falling. That is the thing. In the lyrics, we have the feeling at the beginning that he's down and he's falling just in front of him. But at the end of the song, we have the feeling that he's up and he could have caught him. He could have caught him to prevent him from falling. I say him, yes, him. That's why if I was doing a painting, I would do the 2 actions, because I see the 2 situations in the same time. Like in a comics book, when you can see different views of a scene. You see what I mean? Okay, never mind. Anyway, it's so hard to sleep at night. It's so hard to sleep at night, and he repeats that several times. So hard to sleep at night. Yeah, yeah. The yeah yeah is not on the album. It's only on the in the concert, yeah, on the live. It's so hard to sleep at night, to sleep at night. So it's so hard to sleep at night. The first time I heard that, I was like, okay, this guy wrote a song about me 10 years ago. I had difficulties to sleep. I couldn't sleep anymore because I received a shock in my private life. It was not an accident. I was not witnessing someone falling down from a high place, but I lived a shock and I couldn't sleep anymore, and it was terrible. And I was telling myself then, it's so hard to sleep at night. And I'm reading that in lyrics just in front of me. I could have written that. That's why I'm absolutely sure that it is something that he lived himself. Maybe not an accident, maybe something else, but he lived this situation, because you can't invent something like that unless you lived it, unless it happened to you. That is why this song is so striking, we can say that, is so um, it's kind of disturbing, because you know that what is written here is the truth. Something like that happened. He knows exactly how he lived the situation. He's telling you everything in it. He doesn't need to go to a therapist. He said everything here, you know. It's so incredibly well written. It's so sincere, it's so true. So not only the music is hypnotic and you can't stop listening to it, but you are taken in the action, like if you were yourself in the story and you feel sorry for the guy and you want to tell him, please don't blame yourself, it's not your fault. You tried what you could, but you can't make miracles, you know, you are not God, so it's not your fault, you know. And it's this song is really amazing. I don't have another word, it's amazing. Okay, I continue. You know anything I'm going through, and she goes. Don't you want to listen to it again? You want to listen to it again. When I play it, I can't stop. I play it and I play it again and I play it again. And it's not because the lyrics are joyful, because they are not. It makes me sick every time I'm listening to the lyrics. It's so sad and shocking. And what I like is that he says, I don't like to read the news, but the name of the song is Have You Heard the News? I like the way he has to play on the words and on the sentences, and I really like that a lot. This song is a treasure. It was not a hit, I don't think so. It's not the most famous song on the album. It's one of my favorite songs by Tok Tok. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to continue on this album. There are many treasures like that. This one is... I wanted to talk about this song because nobody talks about it, and I don't know why, because it's really one of the best songs written by Mark Hollis, and it's really well played. And go to check the live, it's wonderful too. Okay, I see you very soon. Bye bye in my next one, and Happy New Year again. Bye bye.